What's up, guys? This is Big Drew. This is Titan Lifestyle every Friday. John can't be here. He's down south taking care of business. But you know what? Titan is expanding, so we're going everywhere. Big shout out to John also. You guys don't understand how much work he does as the owner of a company. A lot of times people are just the owners. They're at home. They check the tablet or the iPad every once in a while. They don't really come into the office. He's here every single day. He's the first one here. He's the last one to leave. He's at all the events. He's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. We have these events. But big shout out to John. Big shout out to John, first of all. Now, right into it, guys. This week, the therapy of the week is Prometheus. If you guys don't know what Prometheus is, it's a great injectable therapy. And also, you guys don't need blood work for Prometheus. So if you guys want to get to Prometheus, all you have to do is call 727-389-3220. You can fill out the new patient paper and get everything done right over the phone. And you don't need your blood work done, so that's good. You save money there, too. Now, what is Prometheus? Prometheus is an injectable therapy offered exclusively here at Titan. It's going to help with your mood. It's going to help you keep you in a good mood. And it's also, the main thing, is going to suppress your appetite. Now, you guys have heard the term hangry. Hangry is a very popular term. Basically, it means hungry and angry at the same time. So if you don't eat, most of the times people get a little moody. They get a little bit hungry. So on top of that, what we did is we put a mood enhancement with the appetite suppressant, so you don't have to worry about being hangry when you lose your appetite. I know for me as a bodybuilder, when I'm getting ready for a show, the worst thing is like when you're hungry, you're in a bad mood. You look great, but you're in a bad mood because you're hungry all the time. This is going to help with that. It's going to keep you in a good mood, and it's keep you from overeating. It's also going to melt the fat off your body to get you shredded for the summer. Oh yeah. Now, guys, we got great topics today like we do every week. Some crazy stuff. I'm going to jump right into the first one. A Florida doctor who recently died of COVID complications. So that's bad to say that he passed away, but had one of the biggest baseball cards, or not biggest, one of the top 10 baseball collectors cards sections, or whatever you want to call it, ever in history. He recently died of COVID. His wife said that he called the collection his baby. Now, guys, this collection was worth $20 million. He had cards in there. Like he had a Babe Ruth card, 1933 Babe Ruth, one of a kind, worth $5.2 million. Now, people didn't even know this card still existed until they found it in the collection. He also had a Mickey Mantle card that was worth over $1 million. But it's just crazy, guys. You know, I love collectibles. I love hearing stories about stuff that's of value that people don't really know about, whether it's old cars, collectibles. This guy had $20 million in his house. And that's just crazy to think that it's one of the top 10 baseball collections in history. I mean, people don't collect baseball cards like they used to. But, I mean, just the simple fact you have $20 million sitting in your house. I'm sure there's other people around the world or around the country that have huge collections too. So, I mean, shout out to this guy for keeping that collection. It's too bad he had to pass away. But luckily, you know, his wife or his kids or his grandkids, whatever, got $20 million worth of cards to figure out what they want to do with. But, yeah, he had like a U-Haul truck full of cards. I mean, thousands and thousands were just, you know, regular or average price, good price cards. But yet, like I said, he had a couple gems. He had one that was worth $5 million. He had one that was worth $1 million. So, I mean, crazy, guys, to think that if you hold stuff and keep it in good condition, how your value skyrockets. I know when I was a kid, I had a couple baseball cards or football cards that I wish I kept now, because looking back, like, you know, Bo Jackson and stuff like that, those would have been worth something. But, good, crazy thing. The guy had $20 million worth of baseball cards. Anyways, also, guys, you ever heard the term one glass of wine a day isn't that bad? You know, it's okay to have a glass of wine, or it's okay to have a drink here and there. Studies found out, guys, new studies are out saying that any type of alcohol in any quantity in any form is bad for your system. So, pretty much, you know, that old term, a glass of wine every day is good for you. I've heard people say it's good for your heart. I've heard people say it's good for your blood pressure, helps with stress, whatever the case may be. But
Red wine, right?
drinking alcohol in any amount causes damage to the brain in any amount, in any form. So it could be red wine, it could be vodka, it could be tequila, it could be beer, it could be wine coolers, anything with alcohol in it that you're actually consuming and swallowing. Obviously, mouthwash has alcohol in it, but you're spitting it back out. So I know certain people are going to say, hey, can I use mouthwash that has alcohol? Yes, because you're spitting it out. You're not actually swallowing it. But, yeah, guys, alcohol in any form, any quantity can cause damage to your brain. So that's just something to think about. You know, I'm not saying quit drinking altogether. You can do whatever you want to do. If you're of age, obviously, if you're 21, you can do whatever you want to do. But just be mindful of that every time you drink, it is damaging, whether it's a little amount or a big amount. It is damaging. It is damaging.
No safe dose. Wow.
No safe dose for alcohol, guys. So say if you have, even if you have half a glass of wine, like say you work all day, you come home, you have half a glass of wine with your meal, not good. You have a whole glass of wine, not good. Have a shot every week, not good. Pretty much all alcohol is it's only a matter of time for it's gonna damage your brain. It's gonna start from the very beginning. Some people may damage more than others over time. Obviously, if you drink more, it's gonna damage more. But again, one glass of wine every day, or one drink a day, or one drink a week is no longer considered healthy anymore, and it is damaging.
See who's on right now, who's watching.
Yeah, let's see who we got on here. We got Strength Addicts. Shout out to Strength Addicts. We got Otis. We got Melissa Ann. We got Dante Dior. Matt on. Kevin. You guys got any questions, hit me up. I'll be here. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have about Titan products. You guys can also call 727-389-3220. Get all the information you need. And we can also do everything over the phone via Skype or FaceTime if you guys need to get therapies done. You don't have to travel all the way here. You can do everything over the phone. Shout out to Dwayne Day. Shout out to Mike Ray, Brent Fowler. Everybody's on here.
Strength Addicts, I used to have boxes of baseball cards. I wish I had my baseball cards.
Yeah, Strength Addicts. Yeah, I didn't have boxes, but I had a little binder. Half the cards in there weren't worth anything. But as a kid, it was cool to have baseball cards. So I had my little binder with my cards in it. But I do remember a Bo Jackson being in there that I wish I still had, because that'd probably be worth some money. And I even remember, if you guys don't remember, I don't know how old you guys are, but you guys remember Garbage Pail Kids? Yep. That's a whole nother thing. They came like baseball cards, and they had like a cartoon horror kind of comedy back and forth. Weird names. I don't even know if it would be acceptable today's stuff, some of the kids they had on there. The Garbage Pail Kids is another collectible. A lot of good cards out there. A lot of good baseball cards. Yeah, sure. We're going to pull up to see how much these Garbage Pail Kids stickers worth. It was actually a sticker. It was a card. You could actually peel it off, and it was a sticker. When I was a little kid, I remember going to my friends' houses. They'd have stickers all over their dresses, all over their walls and stuff. I mean, this is a long time ago. We're talking like 90 or something like that. $500. Yeah.
Nasty Nick.
Nasty Nick is one of the characters for the Garbage Pail Kids, worth $7,500. Nowhere near as close as the $5 million Babe Ruth card, but still worth something, guys. A lot of collectibles out there. A lot of collectibles.
It's so creepy, right? Like, this was acceptable back then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see the screen. You got a Dracula holding up a Barbie doll. Crazy stuff. I mean, a lot of them they had blood, they had snot coming out of their nose. It's just pretty much gross, disgusting stuff that only kids like. But even if you look at the name Schizophrenia, you probably wouldn't be able to have that in today's. The names of these kids, you wouldn't be able to have this today, which is understandable. Back then, we were kind of, everything was acceptable back then. I mean, you could smoke cigarettes in the doctor's office in the waiting room back then. So, craziness. Next topic. This is a crazy one. Sperm counts are down, guys. All over the country, fertility crisis. Sperm counts have dropped. I'm assuming it's because of the food, because everything being over processed. Because of the high caffeine content, because of the food being pumped with hormones, it's kind of throwing your body off, and it's making everything out of whack.
Yeah, this is one of the ones. It's everyday products, chemicals.
Everyday products, chemicals. Yeah, that's. So I'm assuming it's the food and the chemicals, whether you're washing your hands with something or even ingesting something. But sperm counts are down. I'm not going to get into far details as to I think why. I think if this country wants our sperm counts to go down, they could figure out a way to do it. So you just got to be mindful of not only what you put into your body, what you put on your body, guys. A lot of times people are just, I got to be careful. I got to make sure does this have no sugar, or does this have, no vegetable oil or high fructose corn syrup. That stuff you're ingesting and swallowing. You have to be also mindful of stuff you put on your body, on your skin, on your hair. A lot of these cheap lotions and stuff like that, your skin over time, if you wear it every single day. Now think, if you wear a cheap lotion once or twice, it's not that bad. But every single day on your skin over and over, it's soaking into your body. And the next thing you know, your sperm count dropping. You can't have any kids. And then you can hit up Titan and get some HCG, 727-389-3220. We can take care of that too. But yeah, it's a shame, guys, that sperm counts are down. I mean, whether the country's overpopulated or not, it's a shame that the stuff's down.
We got Alex from Orlando saying hello.
Alex from Orlando. Hey, what's up from Orlando? Where are you trained at, Alex, if you train I haven't been to Orlando. We used to go to Orlando, a lot of events in Orlando. We need to get back out there. He said, need one of these shirts. Shout, I got you. Shoot me a DM. I got you. Got plenty of good stuff, the guys, too. We got dry fit stuff. We got cotton stuff. We got Y-back stuff. We have leggings for women. We have sports bras for women. We got Nike hats. We got, like the gym bags, the little stringer bags, all kinds of stuff, guys. We got masks, everything. Just hit up the website, order everything right there. I'm going to get back into another topic, guys. Tim Tebow signs as tight end with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, if you guys don't know who Tim Tebow is, he was basically like, for lack of a better term, he was like God at the University of Florida. He was a quarterback. He won the Heisman Trophy. He was like the size of a linebacker, like, I don't know, 6'2", 240, 250. But he played quarterback. He could run. He could hit. He was like the strongest in the team. He had a little bit of speed to him, but he could throw. He could pretty much do everything at Florida. He won a national championship for them. He's been out of football for a while. I know he was a missionary guy. He was going on missions trips around the world, doing some missions work and stuff like that. So he's a good guy, good all-around guy. But I sense some controversy with him coming back, only because he used to take a knee a lot, the same way Colin Kaepernick did, and Colin Kaepernick took a knee and he's not allowed back. So that's one of the main things now. People are saying, why can Tim Tebow do it and him come back and this and that? So that's a whole nother show. But it's good to see Tim Tebow back in football. He brings excitement to the game. He's a big, strong quarterback, so it's good. I like to see a quarterback put a hit on somebody. I like to see when he's running and lower his shoulder and take one of the smaller guys out when he's usually the smaller guy. So great guy. He's a real team player. He's on the sidelines. He's like almost like a coach in the game. I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about him. You know, he's strong with his faith, Christian guy, family guy. So it's good to see him back. But he's going to be playing tight end, so it's a completely different position. He's always played quarterback from what I know of. I think he grew up in the Jacksonville area, or Daytona. I'm not sure. Jacksonville. I know he's from Florida. But he played quarterback in high school. He played quarterback in college. The only time I've actually really seen him run the ball is on maybe like a QB sneak or if he tucks it away and runs. So it's going to be interesting to see how he catches, if they're going to utilize him catching or just blocking. He's kind of short for a tight end. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3". Normally tight ends are about 6'5", so we'll see where it goes. But it's good to see him back in football. Obviously, he's going to bring a lot of attention to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They need the attention. They don't get that much attention, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So good to see him back. He's a Gator. He's back. Welcome back to the NFL, Tim Tebow. Now, we got some Titan events coming up, guys. You know, we always partner with Deke Warner. Great friend of ours here at Titan. He always puts on great shows. We have his show, which is the Mid-Florida Classic. That's June 19th. We have the Tampa Bay Jeep Fest. That's July 30th. August 7th, the Tampa Pro right here in Tampa. August 14th, another Deke show. That's the Florida State show. That's going to be, I believe that's in Orlando at the Rosen. And also the Mid-Florida, which is July 19th or June 19th. That's also at the Rosen. St.Pete Art and Fashion Week. I don't know if you guys saw me rip the runway with my Titanettes and my fellow Titans. We have another St. Pete Fashion Week. That's September 9th through the 11th. I'll give you guys more details into that as to where it is, what time it's going to go down, and what time we're actually going to be walking the runway. If you guys haven't been to one of our fashions events, a lot of fun, a lot of energy, a lot of music, and again, we get to walk the runway. I'm by no means a model. I'm by no means know what I'm doing, but I get out there and try to hold it down, do my thing, and sport some of the Titan clothes for you guys. But the ladies actually do the thing. The ladies definitely beat us hands down all day long. Blake, Mia, they all killed it last weekend. Eva, they all killed it last weekend. And me and Rod were kind of stiff out there, just kind of doing our thing, but it was good time. Again, that is September 9th through the 11th, St. Pete Art and Fashion Week. Then, the Super Bowl of Bodybuilding, October 7th. The Olympia returns to Orlando, Florida. It's going to be at the Hyatt again. Great event, great venue. It's going to be a lot bigger and better this year. I got inside information saying that the expo is going to be a lot bigger than it was last year. Last year was kind of like a learning experience with the whole pandemic. There wasn't that many tables, but it was great energy, and we shut it down like we always do. But this year is going to be a lot bigger, a lot better. It's going to be great. Again, that's October 7th through the 10th at the Convention Center, Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. Then, last but definitely not least, in November, we have the Cars and Couture You know, at Titan, we love fashion, we love bodybuilding, we love cars. The car show is going to be in November, Cars and Couture. I'll give you guys more information as to specific times and dates. I believe it's going to be Saturday, November 14th. It's going to be a lot of nice cars, everything from Lamborghinis to Rolls Royces to Ferraris. I'm sure there'll be some Jaguars, pretty much every type of high-end car you could think of. And also, you know me, I love my muscle cars. I love the muscle cars. I'll take a muscle car over a high-end car all day long. I'll take a Dodge Hellcat over a Ferrari. That's just the type of guy I am. But again, a lot of great events, guys. If you need to find out more about these events, check out Titan Medical's website. You could also check out my social media. I believe in my highlights, I have a schedule of all the schedules coming up. Any new events that's coming up, I'll be sure to add them. Let's see if we got any questions.
Oh, yeah, we do. Starting with Dwayne Day, right?
Dwayne Day. I need a shirt. I need a shirt too, Big Drew. Dwayne Day, I got you. Everybody loves the shirts. This is dry fit shirt. And this material, guys, is actually a little bit thicker than the normal. You know how guys are normally, if the shirt's really, really thin, if you don't shave that day, you see the little prickles. This one's thick. It's actually thicker. It's a slim fit. And again, everything we have here pretty much is Titan, is Nike dry fit. So it's quality. So, someone said, what is the minimum test levels required to get HRT? We would have to get you in range. We'd have to see where you're at now. The minimum test level required, basically we want to keep you like in between, say, depending on how old you are to how much you weigh, it makes a difference. We want to keep you around 8 to 900. If you come in, your test level is say 300 or 200 or 400, we want to bring you up around 8, 900. We want to keep you optimal. There's no specific number where you have to be this number. We just like to keep you in the range where it's optimal, so you're going to get the best results. We don't want you to go too far under, because that's why you need to see us. We don't want you to go too far over, because then you have a slew of other problems, like estrogen-related side effects, like oily skin. All that stuff you hear, guys, the negative side effects of taking high amounts of testosterone, it's taken outside of the way it's prescribed. If you take it the way it's prescribed, which I'm assuming would only be maybe a maximum of 200 milligrams per week, not per day, not every other day, 200 milligrams per week. You take that with your anastrozole, if that's what you prescribe, which is an estrogen blocker. HCG, if that's what you prescribe, which is going to bring up your natural testosterone. If you do all that correctly, you don't have to worry about those side effects. So that's what we want to do. We want to keep you optimal. So again, when I first got my test levels done, it was a 408. I didn't really even know what that meant back then, but it was basically half of what it should be. Now I'm back around 900, which is where it should be. I feel a lot better, a lot less bloat, have more energy. I mean, I feel like 10 years younger. It's a complete game changer, guys. When you get your test levels, and when you get your blood work done, it's like peace of mind. You can Google search all you want about your symptoms. The only way you're actually going to know where you're at is to get your blood work done. Give us a call, 727-389-3220. We can get your blood work done. I guarantee you. We do a full panel too, guys. A lot of people just do the bare minimum, just enough to give you what you need or what you're asking for. We go above and beyond. Full panel. We check everything. We can also do a food allergy test, guys. If you have sensitivity to certain foods, get your food allergy test and get your blood work done. Now you're on track. Now you have your HRT. Now you know what you need to do to eat. Throw in some Prometheus or some AOD. You're ready to go, guys. We have this is like the one-stop shop here at Titan. And we do blood in-house now, too. So you can come down and get your blood work done here. We can take care of everything. Any more questions? Let's see what we got.
We got Alex who said he took a picture with you in the Olympia.
Took a picture with me at the Olympia booth. Alex. Nice. Actually, I think I do remember Alex. I remember that name on Instagram. Nice guy. I think we took a picture out in the main foyer. Took a lot of pictures that day, but it's good to be recognized, man.
Very cool. All right, let's see. You already answered this question about the TRT.
Yeah. There's no again, and test levels, there's no specific number. We're just going to want to keep you in optimal range.
Yes. All right. Robert says, you guys ever come through to New York City, my man?
Haven't been to New York City with Titan yet. I'd love to get up there. Actually, I had some friends come down from New York last week. We did some Titan videos. I'll let you guys see those, but haven't been up there yet with Titan, but I'd love to get up there before it gets too cold, because I'm not going up there if it's cold.
All right. Yeah. So Alex wants a shirt. Just give us a call and see what's up, man.
Yeah, you guys want shirts, just call the number 727-389-3220 or go to the website www.titanmedical.com. You could order all your therapies, stuff you don't need blood work for. You can fill out the new patient paperwork. You can get set up with one of our medical providers if you need HRT. You could also order all the clothing at titanmedical.com. Also, say my name when you call, guys. Get yourself a discount on that blood work or whatever therapies you decide to go with. Anybody else? Anybody else? Again, guys, John's taking care of some business down in Miami, taking care of some more. He's more Titan stuff, guys. If you think he's not doing Titan things, you're wrong. He's down there grinding for the company. So I'm trying to hold it down for him today. Shout out to John. Shout out to Sharice. Shout out to Peter. Shout out to everybody in the Titan family.
Yeah, all these people just joined. Darius, Jim, Rafael.
Everybody jumped in here. What's up, Jose, Jim, Darius, Alex? Who's that? Shirzad. Marvin, love it. Keep coming in, guys. Blake, everybody's on here.
Yeah, Dwayne Day question right here.
Okay, Dwayne Day's asking, how'd you figure out how many carbs your body needs? The mirror is everything. The scale lies, but the mirror never lies. For many years, I was just jumping on the scale every day, and it had to be 300, 305. It has to be. Now I don't even look at the scale. I just look at the mirror. In terms of carbs, I spoke to someone about this earlier. Carbs is a lot of timing. You have to time out your carbs right. Again, you don't want to eat, depending on your metabolism. If you have a really, really fast metabolism and you have a hard time gaining weight, that's different. But if you gain weight easily, if you're sensitive to carbs, in other words, when you take in carbs, you notice an immediate change in your physique or you gain weight, again, you don't want to have a large carb meal before you go to bed because you're not going to have a chance to burn it off. The way I do my carbs, I do my heaviest carb meals early in the morning, and I slowly taper them off. So in other words, my breakfast is ridiculous. I may go 300-400 carbs just for breakfast. Yes, 300-400 carbs. And then I'll slowly taper them off throughout the day. So like a typical carb meal for me, breakfast, I'll have maybe 2 cups of oatmeal, which is 100 carbs. I'll have a banana, which is 25. I have a cup of strawberries, which is 25. So that right there puts me at about 100 carbs just with the 2 cups of oatmeal. Now, on top of that, I may throw in 4 tablespoons of honey. So that gives me more carbs. But I tally everything up. I try to get a minimum of 50 and a maximum of 300 carbs per meal. And again, I have my heavy carb meals in the morning. But you have to time it out, guys. Just time it out and experiment. And we could sit here and talk all day long. But the only way I've figured out the way it works best for my body is try something out. Look at myself in the mirror every couple of days, try it out here and there, figure out what works best for you, and figure out what carb source is best for you, whether it's rice, oatmeal, sweet potato. I mean, a lot of people like different things. I don't do sweet potato anymore. Rice works best for me. It dissolves best. But if you guys want to know what foods work best for you, we have a food allergy test here at Titan. You get your food allergy test done. Now you know what foods your body can not only look good on paper, but it's gonna digest in your body properly. Because it doesn't matter how good something looks good on paper. If you're having digestive issues, it's gonna mess everything up. So heavy carb meals in the morning and slow them off as the day goes on. If you train early, if you train late at night, you could maybe do 1 big carb meal right after you train. But then again, I would try to sit upright and not lay down for a couple hours after you have that carb meal.
Could you explain like what carbs are? Because I know a lot of people that carb load and they think it's just pure muscle, but it's just for energy, right?
Yeah, basically, guys, carbs is basically like an energy source. When you hear people say carb up, oh, you're not gaining weight from the carbs. You're basically just swelling your body, almost like your muscle gets a pump. Carbs will just basically swell up your body temporarily. So in other words, if you go on low carbs for a couple weeks and then have a huge carb meal, your body's going to look like you gained 10 or even 15 pounds. But it's just energy. Again, carbs isn't necessarily what's building your muscle. It's giving you the energy to build the muscle and giving you the energy to build muscle to recover. You can go high protein and fats and still build muscle. You're just not going to have that fullness and that look. Your clothes may be not as tight, but you're going to have a better quality look. I'm a firm believer in always keeping carbs in your diet, never fully taking them out. I don't care if you're a bikini competitor. I don't care if you're a world's strongest man. I feel like carbs are necessary. When you take them out completely, you look great, but as soon as you throw them back in, your body has all these problems. So
that's like the keto, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, it's kind of like keto. I'm not really a fan of keto. Keto works, but then again, the rebound from it. I don't want to just do something that's going to get me to my results. I want to stay there. So in other words, if I'm doing keto and I'm doing keto and I'm doing the whole keto thing, as soon as I stop keto and go back to what I was eating before or going to food that's not keto, my body's going to react to that. That reaction is not going to be good. It may be in mood swings. It may be bloat. It might be digestive problems. Or it may be just swelling up and gaining water weight or water retention and fat because you're going back into it. The only way I would see keto works is if you stay on keto the whole, like you don't come off of it. And not only that, you'd have to have, like for me, someone my weight with my muscle mass to do keto, I literally be eating all day long. I have a friend of mine that was about my size. He does keto now. He's about 30 pounds down, something I don't want to do. So,
and you can never have sweets, and I know you like sweets.
Yeah, I love my sweets. I love my sweets. Even if it's sugar-free, as long as it has sweetness to it, I love it. But keto is actually, in terms of someone who's not a body, now if you're not a bodybuilder, if you don't even work out and you're trying to lose weight, keto would be great for you. If you're trying to keep your lean muscle tissue that you've been working all these years to put on, I feel that if you do keto, your muscle's going to slowly go away. You can lose muscle a lot quicker than you could put it back on. You can lose fat a lot quicker than you can lose muscle. So it's like, you got to be careful with the keto stuff. You don't want to lose weight, guys, but you don't want to lose muscle, I should say.
All right, so
Anything else, guys? Dwayne, Dave, Darius, anybody else on here? But yeah, guys, all the events coming up. Again, you can check the highlights. Check my highlights in my social media for the schedule. Again, shout out to John. This week's therapy is Prometheus. Again, that's an injectable peptide that will get you shredded. And you don't need your blood work done. All you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. It's going to suppress your appetite, and it's going to increase your mood so you don't have to worry about being hangry. That's it this week for Titan Lifestyle, guys. I'll be right back next Friday at 2 p.m. Check out John on Tuesdays, Titan Talk, that's at 6 p.m. Check out Titan Lifestyle Sunday, and also check out Sharice has a new show. Got to check out Sharice's Soapbox. Wednesday, Sharice Soapbox. That's a good one. I know you ladies are going to love that one. I mean, Sharice is... I don't know how she does it, but as soon as she clicks on, it's like the women are zoned in. So shout out to Sharice for holding it down. Again, I'll be back next week. Check out the YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the bell so you can be notified of videos like this. And also, guys, we have a podcast on your iPhone or regular phone. Just type in Titan Lifestyle Podcast. You can listen to all the old shows, this show. Go back, answer any question you need to answer. That's it this week. See you next week. Tighten up. I'm out.